Hello, friends. This is Dr. Pritesh Singh, your surgery faculty. And with me is Dr. Anirudh, who secured second rank in INI CET May 2023. Congratulations, Anirudh, for this amazing and wonderful rank.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Tell us something about yourself.
So, I'm Anirudh, sir, and I'm from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. And I had pursued my MBBS in AIMS, New Delhi. And I recently finished my internship in January of 2023.
So, when did you start your preparation for INI CET?
Sir, I had started my preparation for INI after the November INI, sir. And my target has been for the May INI. So.
Tell us something about your preparation strategy. Means how many hours you are putting into studies, how you were making your study schedule and all.
Initially, during my internship, in the last 3 months of internship, because of the duties and all, I wasn't able to put a lot of hours. I used to try to put consistently 4 to 6 hours per day. And after that, after internship, I had around 4 months. So then I used to consistently put 8 to 9 hours, some days even 10 hours I used to try. Uh, and I had aimed for doing 3 revisions before the INCT. So and I was able to do only 2 for certain subjects and 3 for certain subjects. Like for very important subjects like first, second year and obs Scanning, I was able to do 3 revisions.
Okay. So how you are dividing your preparation hours, means suppose it's 10 hours total. So how many hours you are putting into reading theory, how many hours for revision, and how many of for solving MCQs and all?
So every day I used to solve around 50 to 100, sir, depending on the day. Some days I would solve 100 questions, some days I would solve 50 questions. So, but I would solve MCQs every day. And in the last 10 days, consistently I solved around 100 MCQs, sir.
Okay.
And mainly I used to give time to study the notes, and I used to practice MCQs at the end of the day or in the beginning of the day.
So you started revision from the very beginning, or you first completed the syllabus and then you started the revision?
I first completed, I gave a reading of all the subjects, sir. Then I started revision.
Okay. And what should be the preparation strategy for the students during last month of the preparation?
In the last month, I had separated the preparation into first 20 days and last 10 days before the exams. The first 20 days, I had done revision of important subjects and important topics. And in the last 10 days, what I had done was I have bookmarked and I have written important points at a single place. And I have compiled all volatile topics. So in the last 10 days, I tried to revise those only rather than going through all the notes. So, and I had read frequently asked topics in the last 10 days. So that had helped me in the exams.
Okay. Second thing, some of the students are preferring, or their preference is to prepare alone. But I have seen that some of the students are having group of 2 to 3 people and they used to study in a groups. So what should be, what was your strategy, whether you were preparing all alone or you were having group of 2 to 3 students?
I was preparing all alone, sir, because I didn't want to disturb others, or sometimes I wouldn't read, sometimes I would go fast. So
Right.
that might not sync with other students. So I kind of prepared alone only, sir.
Okay. And how frequently a student should go for the GTs?
I think one GT in 10 to 15 days would be a good frequency. So I had given one GT in 10 to 15 days, sir. But I gave one GT in 10 days during the last month. For every 10 days, definitely I used to give GT because that kind of kept track of what I'm improving in and what my weaknesses were.
In which you're lacking.
So, yeah. After that, what I used to do was I used to focus more on that subject. And after that, I have seen improvement in that subject, sir. Certain subjects were I was really scared of because they were complicated in INCT, like for example, OFTA and for example, surgery also.
So how was your, performance in the GTs? So can you correlate your performance in GTs and this exam?
So Before the November INI CET, when I gave my first GT, my rank was around 6,000, sir. Uh,
Okay.
Around that time, I didn't start preparing at all. So after that, slowly I started giving GTs. I started preparing.
Okay.
So then, by the time just before the exam, my GT scores were around 100, 90, sometimes even 80.
Okay. Right. So, what should be your advice for the students who are preparing for coming INI CET and NEET PG?
So I think they should give a lot more GTs because GTs kind of focus on the high yield topics and most frequently asked questions. And I think they should not take into heart about the marks in the GT because GTs are just an indication of where you are, but they are not the exact rank which you will get in the exam. And try to take it as a learning thing rather than uh, get, focusing too much on the rank. Try to focus on your weaknesses after that GT and take it as a learning challenge.
Right. There is another question which students are asking frequently that, sir, you should ask that sometimes we feel very low whenever we are preparing for any exam. Doesn't matter what is your preparation, you feel very low. And sometimes you feel like that there is no input output syndrome, means nothing is going in and nothing is coming out.
To be frank, it also happened with me. By the time in the last 10 days, I was not able to remember even basics like in anatomy. I was not even able to remember the basic nerves like phrenic nerve, brachial plexus. So I think it happens with everyone. And one should not become low because of that. So one thing I would tell them is that put faith in your preparation and trust your faculties and teachers. Everything will come in the exam if you approach the paper cool in a cool manner.
Right. So it was really great talking to you, Anirudh, and it's really amazing rank. Congratulations from the whole team PrepLadder to you and your family.
Thank you, sir.